Hello, fine folks, and welcome to Booghy Plays. To a very, very colder day, and well, I had a pretty bad cold last night. I sweated it off. So I'm sorry a bit. I have a new mic, which yeah, which should make the sound a bit better. But I forgot to hit on the lights. So one more second, please. 1 second, please. It's going to be fast. And we're back. I do think I need to make a bit of changes, but I'm not alone today. As the first image suggests, I am with Mr. Radu. Hello, Mr. Radu. How are you?
Hello. We are on uncharted territory here.
Yeah.
So
What?
glad you got a new mic, but your voice is still the same.
Yeah, but you cannot hear me through the new mic. Uh, the good people hear me through the good mic. You're listening to me through another mic.
Oh, okay.
So I can talk really close to it. So it's really cool. I've heard to it now because I had the older one that was um, for streaming. I use some lavalier mics. Usually for when I do these, I have a mic that is that gets all of it. I forgot. Omnidirectional, right? I think that's the right term. If I don't know if it's the right term in uh, in English also, but yeah, it gets all the noises. This is a cardioid, uh, so it's a bit better just for the voice,
Yeah.
and do not get all the noise. Yeah, and in these situations of interviews and so on, this is going to be the mic that I'm going to use. I wanted to buy it for a while now, but yeah, priorities. I bought them, yeah, one step at a time. You know what they say. So, why did we gather here today, my friend? We have gathered here today to honor crowdfunding, uh, to do a bit
Yeah.
of soul searching of FOMO.
Well,
Talk about FOMO and see what is, yeah,
well, spreading a good word, I guess. It's going to be a very uh I don't know, truthful, I guess.
oh yeah, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, we are. So, uh, as
I'll be
not
looking through your monitor, so I don't have to do
okay.
the work. So you do all the work.
I am the one who does the work. Okay, yeah. So I'll be. Um, we're just going. It's not going to be a very long stream, about an hour, not longer than an hour, and we're just going to try to see what's new on the how should call it, the crowdfunding world. So we're gonna, of course, use the BGG crowdfunding countdown section because it's easier that way.
Hmm.
And let's see what is what interests us out of all of these. So, Merchants of Andromeda. Have a look at this one.
I have not looked at any of them.
You haven't. This one implements an older Knizia title, if I'm yep, and it's done by Allplay. Allplay is a
They do
company.
smaller games, don't they?
Yeah, they usually do these kinds of small games, but this is a small game. It's not a big game.
Ah, okay.
They they improve on the artwork more or less, and I don't know if you knew that, but there are a few guys, gals from Romania who works with Allplay.
Yeah, but it's to me. I mean, we obviously gonna say what's on our minds, but like it says there, it implements merchants of Amsterdam or something like that.
Yeah, yeah,
But because why not? Is
in
science fiction is
space.
back, right? It's
It's in space.
yeah, but why Andromeda? I mean, it immediately reaches Andromeda's edge. You kind of think of that. Ooh, that was successful. Let's make ours Andromeda. Maybe we can grab a
Muchov.
bit of attention that way.
I don't know. I'm.
It
It
feels
might
like a
be.
strategy. I mean, you could have planned,
I
said
don't know.
another or another, yeah, another name.
But let's visit the project because this is the thing. No, not here. Let's visit the project and see how much does it cost. It has still 13 days to go, and it got to 100 odd, 110, 1,500 backers. There's still 13 days to go. They usually make not one but more games. Not more. For example, this is Twinkle Twinkle Twinkle. It's a base game, acrylic standees. There is a pack, I think. No. I think you can also get the pack. Oh no. Uh, so let's see. How much is the pack? Usually, Twinkle Twinkle is $39. If you want everything, you pay around $100, and okay, free. How I expand a lot of expansions, mini expansions, and so on and so forth. I don't
Well, this is
know.
why Kickstarters exist, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So you have these exclusivities that they
S-
give you, and all these goodies. So like
they have
so
a playthrough
the
here.
retailers will say, "Oh no, I got the Kickstarter, and I'm the fancy one."
Um, yeah, and some paid stuff. You get some paid reviews, so you will get some good stuff.
Like you usually do.
Yeah. So what can I say? I don't know. If it does not interest me a bit, I prefer to spend $100 on a big game than spend on three smaller games. Be it with because the main attraction is Dr. Rainer Knizia. While I like Knizia and I like his bigger games, I'm not a outside Schotten Totten or Battle Line. I don't think I have another small game from him which I ecstatic about.
Yeah. It, it's they kind of made it into a package. So if the package sounds interesting, right? So you might want just one of them, but if it's a bundle, can you get them separately?
Yeah,
Or
you can get them separately.
okay, well
Yeah, you
that's
can get them
good.
separately. You
Good that
pay
it's an option.
usually, but usually they try to sell everything all in because you always get the better deal all in. I am, it. I have not. I have browsed, but that's all I did. So I'm not really
Hmm.
happy with. Okay, uh,
Yeah,
with these, I'm not with. I don't like these kinds of games. They look cute. They look cutesy, and I usually these kinds of games do sell. Do sell a lot. So as you can see, it's pretty successful. I mean, you have a goal of 10,000. If you have you're 10 times your goal, 11 times your goal, you're pretty decent, and still 13 days to go. Let's go
Right.
further. The next one is La Pâtisserie Rococo. Uh,
Yeah, we kind of
s-
talked about this previously, so
yeah.
we know a bit about.
Do we know a bit about? We know a bit about. I mean, this was a. I think it was renamed La Pâtisserie Rococo. I don't know. Let's see. Where are they? They are at 90,000. It's pretty decent. 5,000 goal. 90,000. It's pretty decent. It's a. Uh, it's an easier Rococo, something like that, because you kind of do some of the same things. It's done by Eagle Griffin, who did the reprint for Rococo. It's an easier title. It's done by the Maltese, which I kind of like as designers. I am not really into this theme of making
You know what?
cookies.
The first time I heard about this, I sincerely thought that this is an expansion for Rococo. It
No,
isn't.
no,
It's a it's a
no. It
standalone.
is not. It's a standalone.
It just takes or borrows heavily from its bigger brother.
Yeah,
It just makes it sweeter.
exactly. As you said, it borrows. It makes it faster, easier to get into, um, and that's about it. And if you like this theme and you want a lighter game, you'll get a good game out of it.
Yeah,
Most
depending on
likely.
the cost. So don't
Most
forget.
likely. But this is no, it's $45, which
Ah,
is not a for all the editions, which I think it's a pretty good price.
yeah. I feel they tried to get a Kickstarter made and to see how the audience reacts. Is it viable to bring it to retail and all that? I think it will arrive in retail, so I don't know if it wanting a Kickstarter only for fancy bits.
Um, no, I think this does not have really fancy bits. It has, um, uh, let's see, it has number of
They should
rounds.
have at least custom resources or something like
I
that.
don't think they have.
Oh no.
I don't
Then
think.
you just wait for retail.
And it has a Rococo promo pack. I don't know what the promo pack it has. It has add-ons. I don't know what's the promo pack. I can't see it. It's so this one came out. It was still with the cookie theme. It came out on Kickstarter sometime last year, and it was not really a success because of the artwork, because of the and so on. And then they have just they redid the artwork, and I don't know if uh, they did a lot on the components. No, on you have some ownership markers, and goods are good. You have goods track markers, which are cubes. Um, I don't know if they did a lot of mechanisms from that game, but it looks like, out of what I see now, it looks like they have just switched towards the Rococo theme, and they made it, yeah. Um,
Yeah, so
I don't know
uh, um,
if it's good or not. I have no idea. They have this line of games, Eagle, uh, which mainly, I think until now, they had, or yeah, they had on Kickstarter those Lacerda spin-offs, Vital spin-offs, those smaller Bot Factory, Mercado de Lisboa, and House of Fado, and they had these lighter, simpler, easier to get into games that also give you a bit of That's what punch a bit above their weight, let's say, when it comes to gameplay.
Right. But in designer lines, I think it's easier to put a game that has mechanisms from another game. For example, this one feels too too close to it. So I don't know what does it add. I mean,
Uh,
uh,
I can understand what you're saying, but you need to play the game in order to realize if the added value is
yeah.
after you have you need to play it to see if its weight. Uh, what are you doing?
But if you have one, would you need this one as well, just for the different theme?
Uh,
That's that's a tough one to answer.
I don't know. To be honest with you, I do.
Either you make cookies or make dresses. Choose.
I have
Choose your
no
weapon.
idea. I think this one is lighter than the other one. Seems a bit lighter. Okay, let's move on and see what Intent to Kill. This was a very successful game. I don't know what it's. Uh, wait. No, 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 no. I want to see the page. I want to visit the project. This was a pretty. Oh, this is 25th century games. Here I will have a surprise for you. A surprise that I didn't even know there was a surprise here. Um,
Yeah.
so they are making pretty successful. I'd say 70,000 out of when it's 5,000. The goal is pretty okay.
Yeah.
Um,
I would say yeah.
so this is the main game. Intent to Kill is the bigger game, and then there are smaller games. It's they practically they bring this game to US. 11 2025 import collection. I think they do 25th century games. They do the all of these. And I see the first Tsar has some wooden upgrade pack, which looks cool. So out of all of these, I have not played Intent to Kill. I would like to at some point to see what it is. Um,
It's a social
it's
deduction game,
yeah,
as I understand.
yeah, and I'm all up for it. Yellow House, I've heard good things about. So and we have the big one here, which is the first Tsar, where you're going to find our video of it.
Some self-promotion. That's
Yes. My only gripe was I have talked to them and I say, okay, they did not ask me before they did this. I talked to them. I said, please, next time, please ask me. I mean, they seem a pretty good bunch, but uh, uh, you want to know who you associate with. Although you're a smaller channel, although things like that, you want to know who you associate with. So they seemed all right. So when I talked to them, so I didn't want it to be removed. Um, so you can find, you can find our review. I do think this is a game that um, um, might need a bit more attention than it than it
from the
has
public
from the
or
public. Yeah,
yeah.
I think it suffers from the. It has a wooden upgrade for coins, for first player marker, for it has a wooden pop. Nice, nice. Um, and it's um,
It would be nice to get these just the pack if you already have the game.
yeah, yeah, yep. It's a pretty good game though.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's
I've enjoyed
tactical.
it thoroughly.
Yeah, it's tactical, okay, but and it's not 2 to 3 hours. Maybe I don't know. We have played it in around 2 hours, I think, on stream. It's not
Yeah,
that long.
I don't know why it went. It's. I don't think it's 3 hours. With all the AP in the world,
I
it's
think
really just pick a chamber and move on your map on the
move
map.
on the map. Yeah, this is a pretty good game, and I like its aesthetics.
Yeah,
We have our issues with the cover, but
but
we like
all
it.
in all, it was a surprise. A good one. Uh,
Yeah, you can watch our
so
review on it, and yeah. So now, let's go to Malediction. This is a competitive skirmish war game. Not interested. Click a tree. Click a tree is plant your crops in the shade of the trees. Dude, was not this. Wasn't. This is a very small one, it looks like. A small tile there, looks like. Let me go to the. I always go to. Yeah, there are some things that's not interesting me, and I won't check out that. Really not interested.
I mean, you're looking at you through the filter of a Eurogamer,
Yeah.
so whatever has. I don't know if you, but you don't dismiss miniatures, don't you?
No, at
It's
all. I'm not dismissing players at all. I'm not dismissing players which play miniature games. It's not something I'm interested about. Like I'm not really interested in usually smaller games. I like big, convoluted, complex. This is what makes me tick. Games that get something that I get something out of at the end of
hmm,
a play. But I
yeah, but
see, I see.
usually you get a lot of traction by reviewing these mammoths of board games that are, like you said, skirmish, campaign driven, lots of miniatures, big, a whole lot of components. So
I
look at what you get. I mean, kind of spoiled by content. I mean,
You are talking about what?
these games.
The big skirmish games?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know what to tell you about that. Um, yeah, I am not really interested in because if it's a miniature game, then you're gonna have to. Usually, miniature games you need to. Oh, but you're not. You take a ruler, and I'm not interested in that.
Right.
So nope. This is a Uwe Rosenberg title, by the way.
Wow. Doesn't
Okay,
look like it.
okay, you have an issue here. Uh, Hopefully my monitor will survive this stream. Um, Hopefully it's just a cable or something. I don't know. So, um, why back now? To exclusive gifts and things, and it's Uwe Rosenberg.
That's your first reason why you should back because of
Uh,
Uwe.
yeah, if you like Uwe's games, probably this is going to be interesting to you. If you like his um, um,
Uh, he's a pretty big name in the board game industry,
it
so
looks like he borrows something from Caverna. It looks like that. It looks like reimplementation. I don't know if it is, but it looks close to what Caverna Cave versus Cave had, with different shapes for um, pieces. For it has hexes instead of rooms. The rooms that you get in Caverna Cave versus Cave. It does look like he's. It's a thing that he's doing. This is good doing. Yeah, he does it lately. He rehashes some of his own designs into newer designs, and which are basically the same designs, a bit different, and he plays with it and he makes another game. Maybe it will be successful. But
yeah. But we can safely say that most designers follow the same
Yeah, that's what the market wants.
what?
That's what the market wants.
Yeah. But it could turn into a big pitfall, right? So I feel that Reiner Knizia does this as well, but he has so many titles that you don't know where he's borrowing it from. It's but
Now, if you look at Kanitsa, Kanitsa does um, auction, for example. He does it in Medici, he does it in Ra, he does it in
yeah.
Zuvadis or Kvovadis, he does it in Zuvadis. I think it was negotiation. I hope I'm not wrong. Or what else? Modern art. He finds different ways of doing the same mechanism, more or less.
Yeah,
So
but he does
Uwe takes.
try to do something with other mechanisms as well. He's not just, hitting the same donkey.
I don't know. Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
If you say so.
I mean, the Rondell guy, they're usually,
Clicker 3 is a family plus game about tile placement and pattern building. But it's like I've heard that before of pattern building and tile laying in in other games. Anyways, might be interesting
I'm,
to some of
I'm,
you.
I'm, I'm a bit curious about the name of the game. What's clicking a tree? What's that? What
I
does it mean?
think you are placing those tiles, and you have uh, central display board, full double side. I think I don't know what you are clicking something inside here. Probably. I am not.
And the scenery feels like a African scene with the baobab tree.
Yeah.
I I don't I don't understand this aesthetic at all. But you know,
What aesthetic?
I mean, the game is pretty green inside, and you don't think about Africa as being green. At a, but
But
Persians are, of
portions are,
course.
yeah.
But this
But
is
it's
way
a
too colorful
an
for the setting.
initiative. It's an initiative in Ghana is promoting this new sustainable and culturally embedded method, syntropic
Uh-huh, so
agriculture. The name of the initiative is the name of our game, Cricket Tree. A lot of that's the name of the game. Uh, yep, yeah. Draw tile, and it's probably pretty simple. A la um, patchwork. You draw some
yeah,
tiles, you place the tiles, you fulfill tasks. It's harvest fruit. It looks pretty simple to me. And you probably grow on tracks. That's very
right.
complicated.
So yeah,
It has cheap shipping in Germany, €5 if you're on your Europe zone one. I think in Romania we're in zone one, man. Probably
no,
probably because of Schengen. We have entered
probably.
Schengen, and yay, we're zone one. Okay, let's go to next one, because Teotihuacan City of Gods. I'm not gonna dwell on this. This is a reprint they did last year. It's the deluxe master set. It is what it is.
Yeah, is it successful?
I can tell you that. Let's see. I think it is. I don't see why not. Yeah, it's 100,000 euros. I don't know what's the cost. Last year was around 19 euros, and now it's 119. God, yeah. The game is if you don't have Teotihuacan, this might be a way to go. I have the original, and I have all the expansions and everything, and I do think this one looks pretty stunning with all the player boards and all the player pieces and pieces for everything, for dice and so on and so forth. I think it's a great game. I really like the game, but I have just bought another camera, so I've made
Yeah, I
some
mean,
investments. So, what do I go for Kickstarters or do I invest in my? So I prefer
you
to
really
invest.
have to pick and choose because
Yes.
spending over 100 euros on each of these, it's, I don't know, depending on what your salary is, I guess.
Um. It.
If you have expendable income and this is your hobby, why not?
I
And
don't think people have just one hobby. They just have to split and choose. So this is a something thematic sandbox game, post-apocalyptic dystopian. Not interests me, but it does. Yeah, it has
well,
41,000.
the
This,
cover is looking good,
yeah,
at least.
it looks like an adventure game more or less. Euro style action point system, grid move, one hand management, and deck construction, tech tree. Oh, sounds Euro-y.
So far, yeah.
Yeah, that probably is good. And the collector's box is, I don't know, probably very, very expensive. Uh,
Yeah. Wow.
you get a lot of stuff, and collectors
150
150
plus
euros
shipping. I
plus.
mean, these costs are
Probably plus VAT if it's, I don't know if it's for Europe or not. Plus, you probably get to 200 euros, which I don't know. You might get it, but I can tell you I have from the times um, that Kickstarters were not these crazy prices from either 2018, 17, 18, 19. I have Nemesis with a lot of stuff built inside, and I don't play that game. I don't think um, I have gotten my money back. I don't feel I did that because it's so hard to set up. It's yeah. It's also if you don't play it for a long, long time, you need to refresh the rules. So I'm not into
yeah.
these huge, huge
I'm
games
surprised you
anymore.
went for Nemesis. It's
Well, I was stupider back then. I have
you're
to
just
admit.
getting started. Like it,
No, 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 no. I think it was one of the first. I liked the idea. I liked the idea of it because
of Alien
yeah,
in
yeah, I like
board game
yeah,
format.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I like that, but since then I have not.
Cooled
I've
down.
cooled. This is Darwin's Journey. I prefer a game. I prefer a Euro that I can learn fast and yeah, play multiple times easier.
Yeah.
Uh,
So Darwin Journey, wasn't this last year's title?
it was the last
Oh,
year's
this is an
title,
expansion, is
but it
it?
has an expansion which is Oceania, which probably brings a new map,
Yeah.
um, additional content, and oh, look, it sends you mechanics in the box. So if you have trouble with your car, you'll have mechanics in the box which
They'll
will
fix
fix
it.
your car.
Right.
Um, yeah. So, sorry.
Wow. 35. Just 35.
It's found, yeah, Oceania Founders Edition, which probably will have a deluxe edition also, most likely. I Collector's Edition is, oh, the Collector's Edition is 110. I'm curious to see if it has, oh, Oceania Founders Collectors, it's 135. Also, again, a lot of money.
Just for the expansion or
No, 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 the whole
the
package,
the
135.
whole
The
package?
whole
Okay. I
package,
was starting to worry a bit. I
no,
mean,
no, no.
as successful as it is, if you don't have
I was wondering, what do we do wrong that we don't get more viewers? Hey, Marcus. Hey, Marcus. Did you back the expansion also? I think we need to do this. We need to look. This is the recipe. You need to look excited, and you have to be on the front. Like, I'm so excited. It doesn't matter if you like or do not like the game. You have to look the same way. Yeah,
yeah,
you should look at some of these, and you will see some
other
similarities.
channels that are are so surprised all the time.
Yep, always surprised. Uh,
I don't know. We're too sincere, so our Eastern European roots don't allow for happiness to shine through.
I'll see you back. Just backing the new expansions. Cool. I tried to get it. I talked with Gonzalo at Essen, but I don't know, something was missed there in the communication.
No, but all things aside, I think Darwin's Journey was a good Euro.
Yeah, it is. It
I've
is.
played it
It is.
and I enjoyed it again. And it was taught to me. I understood everything that had to be done. So more for it, I think, is only for the better.
Yeah,
It already had an expansion when
yeah,
the game came out, and this just you know
yeah.
feels to feed that the players to go back to the title and enjoy it.
I think they give you a new map, new tiles, and so on and so forth. With both expansions, I do feel it has
Hmm.
it has a lot of legs. I
Yeah.
kind of missed, just if we talk about base game, I kind of missed having a bit more variety there, and I think with this one, you are probably get it with both expansions. I will probably get it.
Right. So you it's just a stupid question from someone that doesn't really do a lot of Kickstarters. These stretch goals are specific to the campaign, or do they will they be added into the retail version as well?
No, usually stretch goals are for the campaigns. I mean, this is why
Ah,
you made a campaign. I mean, if you have a stretch goal, usually, I'm curious. Let's see, because they have it here.
well,
Marcus, how is the sound with this mic? Quite curious if you are listening now. Is it more clear? Is it more? Yeah, it is. I don't think you get these on a New Silver Village free play. I don't know if you get these in the base box. Usually, these are extra stuff which you get
yeah, but
with the
they
Kickstarter.
only happen when it reaches a certain amount.
Yeah,
So
yep,
at this point, we unlock this. If it reaches X amount of backers, then we can add this as well and all that. So the more the merrier. Um,
yep.
so
Thrive to defend the world in a battle over the lost lights. Not really interested in this. Uh, we can look really fast. Sorry.
nah, yeah, this
Lost Lumina by Dranda Games. These guys do some good games. This is an immersive two-player experience where multi-use cards and area control dictate your path to victory. Oh, I do think there was. Oh, I am under the weather, Marcus. I've been from last night. I sweated it. I tried to sweat it off, and it finally happened a bit in the morning. I was really under the weather, but I said, well, we need this was the good time to do it with Radu, so we said we set it in stone. We're doing it.
yeah.
Um, so let me see. So this is Dranda. Rhonda, they did Galactic Cruise and Mutagen. This looks like a smaller game. I'm sorry for this.
Again, with this cutesy animals being converted into or anthropomorphic, are they called?
Yeah, of course. But
Uh,
so this is
I
multi-use.
mean, we have seen this done to death. I mean, when will it be over with, right? So
And it
I think
looks.
the peak was Evertel. Now everything is compared to that. So this just gives me
Look,
that
I
vibe.
mean the arcs, the game that arcs Root did it also. Um,
Yeah, they took it in more to the animated aesthetic, so it's not. Yeah, I guess you're right. You're right. It's still the same thing,
and this one,
but
look at the. I don't know how the game is. The game might be good,
yeah, owls
but
with a hood and kangaroos with a bow. It's cute. It's but
and it does look like Andrew Bosley's artwork if you look close to it.
yeah, probably it isn't.
It isn't. Nope. It's
But it's a carbon copy.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. It
what's
is.
selling? Bosley and Dutray, and we want that style. Why not? I mean,
But you
so
don't pay
if it works,
you
you know,
don't pay Bosley and Ditre. Could you copy him? I don't want to pay him. It's too expensive. Pay him.
right?
Um, yeah. Although I'm sure that I mean, if you look at it, the guy who did it is pretty talented. But it does look towards it's tilting towards what Andrew Bosley does.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I
Maybe
mean,
the game is good. Who knows?
maybe it's good, but they didn't take any risk, right? With the
Oh no, absolutely not. What
so
sells? It's rarely you see. Whoa, this one looks cool. This is a probably it's a war game because it's playtime. Uh, and I have to say I'm not a huge war gamer. Choose your nation, your ideology, change the course of choices,
yeah,
political power, production. I do think it might be interesting because it does look like you are producing some stuff. Um, you have probably fighting in the end what you're producing. You also have an economic motor there behind you, which probably helps you produce. I I have not. It's
yeah.
it's
It's
100
just
pounds.
moving troops on a board, trying to
Yeah, if you are a
outsmart, outmaneuver, and all that.
I wanted to see. It has
I'm
a.
not really. I have not played a lot of war games to know.
Oh, he wants me to. Let me see. No analytics, man. Leave me alone. Okay, and now let's go back. Um, yeah, it's a war game. Probably interesting. I don't know. If
Well,
you're a war gamer,
it's
I
in
think it.
pounds,
Yeah,
so it's from Britain.
most likely. And if it's everything is done in Britain, probably there will be some extra costs because
Oh yeah.
the UK thought it's better outside
Well,
the
not
UK.
really. If they placed their hub in Europe, they send it from there, not from the island. So, you know, depending on who your distributors or
This is look. This is an official. I don't want to. This is an official playthrough of the game. And I mean, how could you place a camera like that? What do people see when you watch a camera which
oh,
is
they
like
have
that?
an overhead.
Yeah, but that overhead is.
is
Uh,
is
what do
not
people see?
straight.
Yeah, it is a big board. It's
It
probably.
takes the whole table. I know.
Yep. But yeah, it's probably an old game which has a production, a whole yeah, probably a production engine behind it.
Yeah,
Let's see what else.
this this is a total different. It's a different appreciation for the genre. It's an another branch of the board
What's
game industry.
what's Foxpo? I'm not. I think this was done with AI, so I am not talking about it. As far as I know, they did some things with AI, so I am really not interested. Um,
Well, you're one of the few. I think AI is going to be a part of board gaming or entertainment in the future. It's already here, so
Yeah, it is. But what the AI does is copy a bit of you, 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 a bit of a lot of, and then it comes out something
yeah.
original. And all
So
the
we
AI lovers say that, well, what humans do, they copy a bit of. Yeah, that's why Picasso was so unique. That's why all of, yeah, go back to the 1500s and you'll find unique things for everyone. So I can't talk about art history with so on with people that have no
it's
idea. So this
it's
is
going to be embraced by the general populace because
it's easy
it's
and
easy,
cheap
it's
probably.
cheaper.
Probably it's going to be cheaper than humans. The idea is it will probably need to be to set some boundaries of how you will use AI because in the end it's not it's artificial intelligence is not this is what I usually say why humans are interesting is because when you tell them to draw a straight line it will never be straight. Hello Simon. uh, that somewhere the things that make us completely imperfect is happens because we are completely imperfect. It happens this one that perfect line it will go left or right and will transform into something else. You tell the AI to draw a in a certain he will draw it that way.
Yeah. Well, it
So
will get better and more complex depending on the prompts you ask of it, and it will m- mash everything together. But in the end, the appreciation for the arts is not really a concern for
I don't know. We'll have to see
for
what happens.
humanity. I feel like art is
Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna dwell on that. So,
no,
uh,
no.
uh,
It's a totally different
look,
discussion.
there's another smaller war game which has reached his pledge level. It's a smaller card game, I think, an Italian of impulses in each turn represents a month of real time. It looks like if you like war games, it seems like you get war games. I mean, they're not dead.
Yeah,
You
but it barely made it.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. Let's go Tides of Trade. I don't know if you have. They did. This is the first time when they do this. They do an expansion for all the one expansion or each expansion for all the games in the one expansion for each game in the trilogy. So sorry for that. So you'll have an expansion for Tides of Trade for wafers, body of books for scholars, and then I have experts for inventors. And the one I really want to try, I mean, I don't know what body of books does for. Apparently it adds more depth to it. I think out of what I saw,
Mm.
but the one that I really want to try is Era of Experts for Inventors because I don't know. For me, Inventors lacked something. I liked it; it was okay, but I was not in love with it, and I felt that you needed also to play the full game, the 4 rounds, but the 4 rounds were just too long. and I liked more the 3 round game, and apparently they manage somehow to fix that with this expansion, and I'm quite curious to see what will they do with this one. For I'm out of these three, for me, like I said already, Scholars is the best, but that's just in my opinion. The way they used, I think it's also the one that's a bit innovative with the way they use dice. You color, you mix dice to create new colors of dice. You use workers to create different colors of dice, and so on and so forth. And the game itself is good. I find it very satisfying.
Yeah. Yeah, if you have the trilogy, and this just seems
I'm
like something you would want.
Man, I don't know what it is. It's about $30 per expansion, which is all four expansions is 109 euros, 110 euros, which is around 25. If you get only the three expansions, probably it's a bit cheaper. So each expansion is 28 euros, which is not cheap, but not, I don't know, overly expensive these days.
Mm.
I have no Moon Sagas. I have never played the Moon Sagas. I don't know if you played the Moon Sagas. If you guys played the Moon Sagas. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's move. What is Yomi? I've never played Yomi. Not interested in it. So let's move on. Baghdad, you were excited about this one, I think. Radu.
Yeah. Is it a Kickstarter campaign?
Yeah. It's a game made by Fabio Lupiano and Nestore Mangone. It's done by Alley Cat.
Oh, the pizza game.
The pizza game, exactly. Yeah, it was in your most anticipated game of this year.
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember now.
It's the pizza game, yeah. And can I say you might like the look of it? It looks so colorful. So it looks a bit too. It. How should I put it? It vomits a bit those colors.
Here it's striking. Maybe it's a better.
It's so many colors.
It's saturated.
Yeah.
Of course.
Let's remember,
sure.
I'm a beige Eurogamer. Let's remember
I'm
that.
all for colors, so yeah, no, I mean, I usually go for these saturated colors myself, so it kind of hits home a bit. I like the shape of it, the color of it. I need to know what the gameplay is. So, which is it Alley Cat?
Alley Cat, yeah. They do these colorful things.
A spoiler, we should have we talk to them at Essen and get a copy just to because this is still one of my because of my list, right? It wasn't my anticipated.
So the main thing that draws me to this game is the designers. This is the only thing. I do not like these kind of. I mean, it might be thematic in a way because the Orient is a bit crazy. Have all those spices. It might work, but
well, if you look at their architecture, those blues, golds, teals, oranges, they do exist. So you can actually see where it's coming from.
I agree with you.
Exaggerated as it may look, but yeah.
What do you do in the game? There is a sort of a conveyor belt that you take things from it, and I looked briefly at a I don't know what. I think
even the video looks like putting ingredients.
Yeah, they do. It's. I mean, it's
funny.
There is a bit. You look if you look time 90 to 120 minutes, age 14 plus. So this is
Yeah.
a mid-heavy Euro game, most likely.
I will really want to see this in action someday in the
So
future.
if you have this this cover, I mean, this cover does not really tell you it's a mid-heavy Euro game. Now, does it?
No, but looks can be deceiving.
They can always be. Okay, so let's move forwards.
Well, I'm curious to see what the Middle Eastern theme does for this game, right? So it's Age of Enlightenment or something, a City of Lights, or what was it called? City of Peace? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's look very fast. Decay the game. This one looks like a card game. Dive into the
another
thrilling post-apocalyptic
post-apocalyptic game.
world. Show everyone who has it to seize control of the city. So the only post-apocalyptic game that I like is 51st State, I think. Not a
Yeah.
big fan of these kinds of and then he even I mean he kept that one with the post-apocalyptic theme, and then he went to cutesy, practically re-implemented it with Imperial Settlers and the other Imperial Settlers.
Mm.
So yeah, it's a premium game, 31 euros, which has an expansion, of course, because it's on Kickstarter. Uh, an unparalleled gaming experience. I'm curious if they have. I mean, they don't? They have any videos? I see no videos. I see nothing.
Yeah.
So
Don't. I've
it's the artwork.
I've grown to
It's interesting.
don't to not trust these one-liners of amazing, unparalleled, extraordinary, and it feels like, oh, why are you trying to sell?
Yeah,
So
this
I'll
is
be the judge of that.
Grail Games Pocket Game Collection. Nothing that interests me, but might interest someone else. These are probably very small games, which probably unique and fast. Okay, some small games that you, if you enjoy playing. I don't play games at a restaurant, for example. I'm not that type of person. If I
Right.
would probably take a small card game or one of these kinds of games, but I'm not that type. I if I go to the restaurant, I want to enjoy the time of, I don't know, we talk and
I think it would have been better to say that it's a travel companion rather than you don't go to a restaurant and whip out a board game, or in this game a small game. So
this
if
one
if
says,
it's easier to travel with, and it fits in a pocket of your bag,
well,
why not?
I have all my goods, for example, if you want a smaller game, which it's a small pack, the smallest big box, and all kind of games I or but anyways, maybe people want something new, and but I usually want a bit more when it comes to, because I travel light. I travel on my motorcycle usually. If I travel, I have 1 week or two, I don't know, 1 week, 2 weeks, and in that, when you travel light, you can't bring huge games. If you sometimes bring,
Yeah, you will not take Nemesis
I won't take
to
so.
your restaurant.
Yeah, so if I travel, I will take some of the a smaller game, but I want a game that really packs a punch. I don't want to. Well, I want a half hour, 40 minutes game, which gives me a lot. I mean, that's me, but that's me. Control. This one looks cool, but let's see what it does.
It's Connect 4 puzzle game. That should give you a clue.
Nothing to consider a move.
It feels like, oh, I have 4 symbols in a row in a column or in a diagonal. I win.
Probably.
It feels like that, right?
You score based on if you have, yeah, 4 in a row. You're right, my friend. Well, that's exactly what it is. But you
I
can
use
score more
deduction
points.
and logic.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you need to have a line and you score those when the game finishes. Yeah, it's a small game if you enjoy these kinds of games. Let's move on for because we kind of have to end this. Uh,
What else do you have?
so let's see. Become a commander of the Zheng He fleet and explore the lands in 7 epic voyages. No, thank you. Chlor. Catch demons to win colors and lay dragon eggs to power up them. Nah. Tech race. Build their startup and develop new technologies in futuristic world. Yes, sounds interesting. So this looks like simulation, an economic simulation. It's done by who? Forge your startup empire. But I don't know. You have a company and you have to develop it. Is it standard Euro stuff? Who knows? It looks interesting
Yeah,
though.
that cover does nothing for me. I mean, this looks like reminds me of what's the cowboy one with the 3 dudes on a box that look
Great Western
angry?
Tale. Good.
Great Western Trail. Like, I mean, or
How did
even
you
Asian tigers has these. Why do you have these characters looking at you with
really you
with
went
an
from
attitude?
this lady to the dude in Great Western Trail?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. And in Asian tigers is the same. They don't have the hats,
And I
but they
mean,
have changed the old. You're talking about the old
doesn't
cover.
matter if it's unimaginative. That's all it's
Choose your CEO and take the reins of your new tech startup. Each CEO has unique skill that you must, of course, unique player powers. Hire and train employees to unlock new abilities and utilize them to build your company. Just remember, each employee needs a salary. It looks like a Euro game. Navigate the industry. Use your employees. You have to play it. I'm willing to play these games just to see if they manage to, I don't know, make you feel different, make you. It doesn't. I mean, would I play this one instead of Ground Floor, for example? Because in Ground Floor, I pretty much do the same.
yeah.
Does this game do it better than others?
I
It's
mean, if this feels like work, right? So if you are in charge of a business, this feels like, okay, I'm doing this as a full time. Why is it fun for me? So,
uh,
I mean, for everyone else to be in charge of something like that may be interesting.
yeah, yeah, it might be. So cool. Let's move on.
What else?
Roll and write. I don't really. I'm interested in roll and write. Trade, influence, conquer, corrupt. Not something that interests me. 1811 Albuera, second edition. I have not played. I still have my
So it's another
18xxs.
board game.
This is probably an 18xx from. Oh no! This is a it's cheats war game. Oh no, I do not like playing cheats war games. Moving cheats on a. If I'm going to play a war game, give me minis. I am shallow like that.
Yeah.
Give me minis. Okay, what else? Legends of Gadia. 12 heroes finally. If you guys find something else that looks interesting, please tell me. I skipped on some of these because um, there's
Are you gonna take a look at GameFound, or you're just gonna stick with Kickstarter?
uh, no. I looked on BGG and there's I looked here on the countdown and there's Kickstarter and GameFound.
Ah, okay.
They're on both. Um, I don't want to look at all. It's the countdown because we can look at the other ones later.
All right.
It's more It's more easier this way. Legends
Suit
of
and tie. Hmm.
Join 12 Heroes, highly repairable fantasy card game. Plays in 20 minutes. I think I'm not interested.
Well, 62 backers. Wow, how much? How expensive is this game?
Yeah,
If it has 6,000 already.
that's a good question. If it fully funded in 20, I think this is a scheme to say, oh yeah.
Yeah, this doesn't smell right.
I mean,
It's self-published.
the game is $25. The game plus character art postcard set is $45. The game plus first edition companion book is $60. Ultimate collector's package is $150. I don't know.
Yeah.
Founders tier for, I mean, who would buy this game for 200?
Yeah.
For the Gadia founders ready to launch this series includes, I don't know, it might be something from a video game or something like that. That probably is. Who knows? Suit and Tie, a strategic hand management game where you do hand management practically. So it says in the chic metropolis of Eleganza, designers gracefully navigate to stylish boutiques, strategically aiming to outshine their counterparts and emerge as the singular face of fashion in the city. Well, this is a
So
theme which is not
basically pret-a-porter.
not utilized. Well, I mean, I'm up for trying these themes a bit more. If you look at the artwork on cards, they look good. And what do you do in this game? Let's see. What's in the box? I'm not interested in how it plays. Sorry.
There was
But it's $23. I mean, it's not expensive.
a game about fashion, battle of Versailles or something like that between America and France.
I have not played that game.
It's a two-player game. So
I have not played that game, and it was in the pack for the 21st century, 25th century. It was in that pack.
oh, was it?
Yeah. The Battle of Versailles. I have no idea. Yep. So, my friend, this is what we briefly looked at today.
Yeah.
So, was there something that piqued your interest?
I was thinking the exact same thing. Which would I pick? I have no idea.
It's Baghdad most likely.
Oh, yes and no. That's gonna probably be in retail. So if you want it's as a big picture, I think 25th century games
but that's
they have a good
for the
selection
US.
of games that you can
That's for the
back
US.
and have a lot of variety. I think that's
It's just an import for US. So
yeah, but if you can't get it any other way, I mean,
yeah, of course. But I was looking more at newer games. Those are games which are brought back in the US. I'll go for the Tech Race.
really.
Yeah. Seems interesting. I'll go for that one. Baghdad, I told you why I would try it. Hopefully, I'll be pleasantly surprised. And I would also Darwin's Journey. really try this expansion if I manage to get my hands on it.
Cool.
Otherwise, there's not a lot of things that excite me when it comes to what's on crowdfunding these days.
I don't want to be tied to a specific title, so I guess I'm with you with Darwin's Journey. I at least I played the base game, so I know that it, we will add value
Yeah,
rather
probably.
than you get this big box and will just sit in your shame of
Shell for shell.
shelf of shame.
Yeah. So, Mister, I'll see you tonight for the playthrough.
I still don't know, so it's a surprise for
It's a surprise
everyone.
for everyone. Yes. And yeah, I thought we will be able to do this one, but it's not going to happen tonight. This one, uh, we're we're going to a different title. We didn't play it enough to go for Minos. Probably next week is going to happen. We're gonna go for something else. Keep your
Yeah.
trousers tight. Thank you guys for stopping by. I don't know if you're still there. I hope you like the new sound with the new mic. I think it's better because I listened. I think it's better than the old one. Um, for these kinds of for these kinds of interaction for the interviews, and I'm going to use this sound because I think it's better. And
Yeah, I mean, you're you look like a proper YouTuber now.
uh, now I was. I mean, every time I don't know I hit something, everything the the older mic would have taken everything because it's a yeah, it's also very old, and yeah, I had to do some to take some because I don't want to use the lavaliers because the lavaliers go through the deck, and I don't want to start the deck just for the sound.
Yeah,
Uh,
technical stuff
Technical
there.
stuff, yeah. This and this down. Uh, Simon says also that Simon says this is, from where is that Simon says it was from something. Um, uh, yeah.
It's a game, right? The Simon Says do something
Oh
and
yeah, something like that.
something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. Simon says that Darwin's Journey stood out for him too. I don't feel it's a great time. Probably now is not the best time for a lot of Kickstarters. Who knows? Maybe later in the year we're gonna I don't know talk more, get some more exciting titles. No, I have not seen very exciting titles yet.
So what will be a three-part of these Kickstarter videos, right? Beginning, middle, and end. I don't know. We'll see.
What do you mean by that?
Well, we started the year with trying to figure out what's what's the stage for Kickstarter. So mid-year,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
could
yeah, yeah, yeah.
see how it is in that time and how me look backwards and then how the year was
Yeah,
or
yeah,
what were the best titles of the year or something like that. I don't know.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We'll see. We can speak at the end of the year. Until then, uh, I want to thank anyone who I'll say I'll see you tonight, sir.
Yeah,
And
won't miss it.
and as always, I want to thank anyone who came and watched live. I'll thank anyone who come and watch after the fact. If you like what you see, please like, comment, subscribe. You know the drill. And I want to thank my patrons, my 3 patrons. Thank you guys a lot. And until next time, I say what it says there. I mean, next time tonight we do the playthrough. Um, Play a lot, play loads, as you Brits say. Have fun, and bye bye, fine folks, wherever in the world you are.